Walk us through Capstone in 2008.
Sure. So we unfortunately did very well coming out of the gates. We actually started live trading for investors August 2007. And there was a number of events. So you had the quant crisis of August 2007. And then we made an extraordinary amount of money in January of 2008 through the SocGen meltdown. And so it gave us such a false belief in ourselves that we really felt that we were exceptionally better than what we actually were. And this is 4 or 5 months of managing institutional capital, and it gave us this, in looking back on it, reflecting it, it gave us this false confidence that we really were better than market. Come September, October 2008, I then made a decision based upon my experience of LTCM, of the Asian crisis of '99, of 9/11 in 2001, that the VIX never really goes much beyond 40 or 45. So talk about risk on and risk off. We ran a relatively balanced portfolio, and I said, well, why would you ever have any risk off strategies in your portfolio? Why would you have any defensive strategies once the VIX hits 40 or 45? Because we all know that the VIX is going to come back down again. So I sold all of these strategies out and essentially made a macro call that that the market was going to calm down and that we were going to be just fine. We all know that that didn't happen, and I'm not a particularly religious guy, and I found myself going to Trinity Church at the bottom of Broadway by Wall Street, literally every day, like begging for forgiveness from someone in terms of what have I done, and I actually built up a rapport with the vicar there, who and I'd only sit there for like 10 minutes to try and collect some of my thoughts, and this was over like a 3 or 4 week period.
Did you tell him about the 45 threshold on the VIX?
Yes, of which he would nod very compassionately, and go along with whatever nonsense I was talking about. And I then would come back and it wouldn't stop. And then I ended up buying back all of my strategies around about 65 in the VIX. So what did it teach me? It taught me that we certainly weren't better or smarter than the market. It also taught me that the events that you think are, that the market is capable of, you just don't know what the market is capable of. And that's what makes it so exciting, in my opinion, is you really don't understand really what the market is capable of doing to you. And that's why you need to deliver such a humility and a process to make sure that you are around and you're an investor for the long term.